But this is all way more than I was expecting. It was a lot worse than I was expecting, especially from the soil probe. So I have an issue with peat moss. I like peat moss. I've used peat moss before, but there's one big thing that many people don't realize when they're using peat moss. So let's take a look at this soil sample. Whoa, hey, get back here. So you can see the issue already of what just happened there. So this is a sample of my soil in one particular area that you saw that's a little bit lighter color. And if you can see here, there's no real roots. Real shallow roots because I have a layer of peat moss. See that? A layer of peat moss that's not letting my roots get down deeper. It's robbing the nutrients. It's got a lot of organic matter. There are some roots. Well, that's dirt. There are a little bit of roots, but there's not a lot. Here, if we take this spot apart, I just took some roots out. Real shallow, all right? And what you saw, if we can reconstruct this again, I had a sand layer, I had a little bit of dirt, I had peat moss, and then I had my clay, or my dirt. So the issue with all of that is that I'm making a 5-layer bean dip without the beans. It's a bunch of layering and it's not good for your soil. So I'm gonna do something a little crazy. I'm gonna take all this dirt out, get down to that layer. I'm gonna bring topsoil in. I'm gonna plant new seed and we're just gonna start over. I could have aerated it. I could have filled with sand, but I honestly don't think that I would have made much difference because there's that much peat moss in there. So we're gonna take out 1 inch of topsoil. We're gonna get rid of the peat moss and we're gonna overseed. Oh, what a disaster that was. Well, we entered the sod cutter. It was super difficult to get going. It rutted everything up. It destroyed so much. But let me show you here what is happening. Let's get out of the light. So take a look. I showed you before that little sample. Look at all the peat in this. That's all peat moss. You can see why I was having such an issue. Again, here, it's all peat moss. I'm gonna get that up out of there and be able to water this, and it might be salvageable. I think a lot of this kind of got so rutted up, I'm gonna have a lot of repairs to do. We're gonna continue taking this layer out. Can't even make sod out of that. Layer of dirt. And no more peat. So let's get all this grass up out of here and then we'll work on changing that composition. So peat moss isn't necessarily a bad thing. What had happened was I had sewer line repair. I fixed it. I put peat moss down. But then I came back in the fall, killed everything. I should have tilled everything up nicely. I didn't. That's my fault. And because I didn't till everything up, I just put soil on top. I created that layer. So that layer was giving me too much organic matter. It was giving me issues with the roots getting down in there. It was staying too moist. Just, list can go on and on and on. Because I did that, now I'm coming back and removing everything that I did getting all the peat moss out. We're gonna put the topsoil down. She's gonna look nice here soon. Little looky-loos. Oh, look at his lawn. What's he doing to it now? My neighbors officially think I'm probably lost my mind, but let me show you something here. So this wheelbarrow is awesome. Scenic road, if you guys ever get one. It's got the dual wheel. Always gotta have the dual wheel. But I'm keeping this area. I took the shovel to here and basically followed it to where I could actually have good roots, which was right here, there, and there. Cut that area up with just a shovel, but I'm going to water it like crazy. Thankfully the hose reel, I can just bring it right out and hand water it, keep it wet. That'll be fine. It's like new sod, so keeping that. And then here I'm going to bring in the topsoil, putting topsoil in here, leveling it all out, smoothing it out, getting rid of any weeds. I got the 2 yards of topsoil right there screened. We're going to put it down. That's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to put some topsoil down. I'm going to be pre-germinating my seed. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you're following along, because I'm going to show you in the next one how I'm going to level this out, how I'm going to bring the topsoil in to make sure it's nice and smooth to meet grade on the other existing turf. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to pre-germinate my seed. It's Kentucky bluegrass. I don't want to be watering it too much because I have existing turf around here and be running my irrigation system. So I'm going to pre-germinate my seed. I'm going to show you the process of that, and then we'll seed. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. We're going to get good grass, we're going to get good germination, and this is going to blend in like it's never been here before. So thank you for watching. I'm going to see you guys hopefully in the next one.